Let's get it. Good evening, Earthbound Super Series. We are in the final week of Swiss, and we kick things off for tonight's quadruple header with an absolute monster heavyweight of a bout. On the left, czikubi, exceptionally good at this game, probably one of the best playing in this tournament, as well as the best in this game, period. On the right, PeenTrain. She's exceptionally talented as well. We are in for a very good race. And Galdrin, you are just in time for the start. Thanks for the raid. This is one of those races where I feel like the real winner is chat, whether you gamble your channel points or not. Me as commentary, I think I'm gonna stay neutral on this one. Slight divergence on strategy. PeenTrain going for the bat now. czikubi is gonna get it on the next trip. czikubi coming up on the flag trigger, which is talking to Pokey. Personally, I'd rather not talk to him. I'd rather stay away from him and not touch him with a 39.5-foot pole, but that's just me. It's a specific length because it is a reference to You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Now, it may seem like czikubi is a bit ahead, but he still has to grab the bat. So we'll see how things converge as they approach the meteorite a second time. And we're running through the text now. Well played, Peen. Well played. czikubi gets the bat now. I think he's gonna equip it now. I'd say they're really, really close. nasty start for both runners. czikubi having to stutter. Does a very good stutter to get away from the coil snake. Peen not having any problems whatsoever, just has to duck, dive. I can't remember that full line, but basically has to evade. So far, so good for PeenTrain. First up to the meteorite. czikubi's just letting the crow get stuck there. That's perfectly fine. And so far, PeenTrain, first to Picky. Now here's Buzz Buzz. It's worth noting with this game, flashing lights are very much a part of the experience. So, consider that a flashing lights warning. Both runners heading for the gift box, which has a bread roll. They grab it now because if you grab it earlier, which you can do, a crow could steal it. And that would just be the worst. And now we're coming up on the first bit of RNG here that could separate our runners, and that is Starman Jr. Start with the fire for PeenTrain. Actually, it's double fire. Not what you want to see for either one. Oh, but you want to see that on PeenTrain's side. A smash for 150. But that's been the theme so far. Oops, all fire, with the big difference being a smash attack on PeenTrain's side. Oh, we got a freeze on czikubi's side. That'll change things up a bit. But PeenTrain is through with the 2-cycle. czikubi gets another freeze and now gets to finish on the 3rd cycle. Not what czikubi wanted to see there. For PeenTrain, excellent RNG. You love to see it, but we really have only just gotten started in terms of RNG in this game, because this game is RNG heavy. Oh yeah, this run in particular. We get the Soundstone here. And meanwhile, PeenTrain now journeying out into the daytime portion of Onet. czikubi not too far behind. Having to stutter to not aggro a snake. Now, what our runners do here is they equip the Mr. Baseball cap. And now it's time to do our first bit of shopping, which involves buying a baseball cap, equipping it, and selling the Mr. Baseball cap, which also gives us enough money for a cheap bracelet, as that combination is better than just, well, the hat by itself. Uh-oh, PeenTrain did something I would do. Mash through the menu and buy the wrong weapon. That is an unfortunate missed menu for PeenTrain, who's now gonna have to do this on a cracked bat, which is... Oh wait, got the T-ball bat. Excuse me, I missaw, but it is possible if you mash through that menu too fast that you can do that. Neither runner did that, thankfully. And PeenTrain smashes the Pogo Punk. czikubi, no such RNG this time. But Pogo Punks at least drop burgers, so that's very helpful. Now the second Pogo Punk. Now the next scripted fight is Yes Man Jr. Now it's time for the first potentially mean part of the run in Frank. Okay, that swing is... If Frank's gonna attack, that's what you want him to do, because that knife can cause problems big time. Frank is in fight mode tonight. Oh, czikubi barely mashed that out. Oh, Frank being nasty to our runners. czikubi barely gets through. Oh my goodness, Frank is playing for keeps right now. And Peen gets a smash for 50. And Peen is through. czikubi a smash for 46. And then gets a miss. That is the RNG portion of Earthbound, where a weapon can miss 1 out of 16 attempts, apparently. Sometimes you get unlucky with enemy speed and luck playing a factor into that, but again, all RNG. Yeah, I gotta agree with Elvin. It definitely feels like more than 1 in 16, especially if you catch the misfortune of fighting a crow. Hunter right there with the time difference of 13-second lead for PeenTrain heading into City Hall. And here's one of the best lines in the game is the mayor smack talking the sharks. There is going to be a bit of shopping here on Peen's side to pick up more burgers for Giant Step. But czikubi just going for it. Now, this is a strat that top runners will use in this category. Not too many runners I know of will do burgerless, especially in a race. But czikubi is one of one. He will do that. And here we go into the next grind session of the run. We are taking on attack slugs. Yeah, I'm of the same mindset of PeenTrain, to be honest. I prefer doing the safer stuff during a race, even though I will take a chance here and there. czikubi gains a level. And PeenTrain's right there as well. Oh, looks like we've got a Starman in chat. And that Starman has been yeeted. Yeah, I'm with Oxcat. Dealing with Ant just tells me you better have burgers or else you're gonna have a bad time. So one of the things that can happen with the slug fights is that these slugs have a 1 in 128 chance of dropping a bomb. If that happens, how would that play into our runner's strategies? And that's an if, because it's not guaranteed. And Slug in chat makes a point. Once you get to a certain point when going for PBs, when you want to get those really, really fast times, burgerless does not become an option. It's what you have to do. I see Peen is going for the 6 slug pack. RNG not being kind to PeenTrain. There we go. Looks like czikubi's taking a slug pack on floor 2. It's czikubi first to finish the grind. Oh no, PeenTrain has been put to sleep as a result of hypnosis, which is not great RNG. Like, that's the sort of thing that has swung things temporarily in favor of czikubi, but we'll see how it plays out as we approach Titanic Ant. Yeah, that not giving her level 8 is not good. And an Antoid is a fight you want to get done with quickly because they hit hard, you can use life up, they can call for help. They're just nasty. 104 roll, that's a fantastic first roll. Let's see what the second roll is. 65, okay, we're in there. Not a good HP roll on that burger, but thankfully gets an empty roll. Really needed an empty roll there, but gets it 1 HP! Wow! czikubi literally pulling that one out of the jaws of defeat! Unbelievable! Between the events on both sides, czikubi now has a pretty sizable lead heading out of Giant Step, as PeenTrain just now got level 8. Yeah, only having the one burger for on that cop gauntlet. I'm in danger. That's my approach to that. Okay, so first rock and roll for Peen was in 86. Oh, and a smash from Ant! Even with a 107, that is just truly gross. Very true, because if Ant had used Magnet on that turn, Life Up would have failed. That's Ant for PeenTrain. That's 2 cops down for czikubi. Yeah, with all the chops that these cops use, I swear they watch pro wrestling and they're all trying to emulate Ric Flair. Not a good time to miss an attack there. Oh, a smash, but czikubi with the life up saves it. Oh, this is getting very sweaty. czikubi has to wave going for the... Oh, man. Strong is definitely as his name implies if he's hitting with smashes. But czikubi returns with a smash. And he gets through! Impressive. Burgerless own net. That is not easy at all. Don't be fooled. czikubi just made it look easy. Now PeenTrain's on her cop fights. As czikubi was able to pass there because thankfully those mushrooms have a smaller aggro radius. That's cop number 3. Now czikubi taking the traditional save that we do in the department store, and here comes Captain Strong for PeenTrain. $71. Pretty good roll. I mean, it's about average, but... Now that's what you want. 65, okay, 2 average rolls, just need 1 or 2 bash attacks, and Peen will be through, and that's it. Wow, just 4 damage short? Yikes. That is some tough RNG. Yeah, it's about 2 minutes. I'm not really paying attention to the times as much as I am the runners. And unfortunately, on czikubi's end, that is just Fart Cave being Fart Cave. I mean, how else can you describe it with the spawns that you can't even stutter around? You sometimes have to reload the room just to try and get the right RNG, which is a clear path. Just have to load the pencil statue into memory, which czikubi has done, I believe. Let's see what sort of RNG PeenTrain gets after Apple Kid, because that can help swing the race back in her direction. As czikubi returns to Tucson, time to pick up something cool. Good time for a butterfly. Looks like we're getting skip sandwich strats from czikubi, but not just one, 3. Being pretty clean on this first PRV visit. Get a runner high 5 coming up. And now the caves being equal opportunity rude to both runners. Oh gosh, look at this mess on PeenTrain's end. Ew. Meanwhile, czikubi has a UFO to contend with. That's just an easy re-scroll. And that's a good spot for a skip sandwich, because that was the only way czikubi was getting away from all of that. Skip sandwich pickups for Peen. Now, czikubi's right by the luck capsule, but is not picking it up. Now, what that does is it'll increase the luck stat by 1. Not very helpful unless you're getting tired of just miss popping up. Yeah, luck doesn't do a whole heck of a lot in this game, so that's why it doesn't really matter. Ooh, that was close on czikubi's side. Skip sandwich into the door to avoid a little UFO. Yeah, these jukes are just insane. And the croissant's getting picked up. Second croissant's getting picked up. No issues in the Happy Village Cave for czikubi, where if you run into a fight there, you're gonna have to fight it because that is an enemy you can't run away from. Oh, a coil snake gets in the way. How cute. Instant win. Franklin badge acquired. And now, it's time for the cultist fight. Interesting to note, if you lose this fight, it's no big deal, although you do lose the experience that you would have gained from it because the fight just goes away. Two rockins, and the fight is cleared. Now here, before the car painter fight, picking up a couple of bananas, and that's it. Like 5-finger discount bananas, but oh no, an NPC blocking czikubi's way. This isn't Dragon Warrior. This is not Dragon Warrior, but czikubi gets blocked by a... Basically, he gets blocked by a Karen. Where Slug said in chat, and I'm gonna play off it. Damn it, Janet! Get out of the way! Do have to fight this cultist to get through, however. And these rolls mean it takes 3 attacks. And now we take on Car Painter, where A mash through the menu, you get the shorter text option, and where he basically says, "Rest in power, good with Godfrey," for, as I mentioned this. Oh, what a lightning deflect! 164! This fight's just about over. And it's over on czikubi's end, just about. There it is. What a clean car painter. 12 HP. Gotta ask, does he go for Crow Death Warp? No lightning on PeenTrain's end. Oh god, that 55. Horrible roll. Does get a 118 reflect, so in good shape. There it is. And now Paul is part of the party on czikubi's end. PeenTrain not too far behind. No chance to even think of a Crow Death Warp this time. However, the Death Warp here from the mole should be pretty darn quick. Yeah, this is gonna be a fast Death Warp for czikubi. This Paul only hits for 1 damage. Mole hits for harder, and there it is. Back to Tucson. Yeah, this run from czikubi has been truly, as advertised, insanely good, insanely tight movement, great menuing, great decision making. It's been that good. PeenTrain also having a very good race in her own right. I'd say the big difference here was Giant Step. Just because the enemy RNG spawn just was not there for PeenTrain, it was there for czikubi. And that's the Death Warp for PeenTrain. Good Death Warp. czikubi just had a much better one. Sometimes that's just how the game be. Oh, but Spawn's now coming into play, as it's an annoying old party dude and a hippie. There's a bar joke written to be had there, but I can't think of one. Besides, there's no bar in Tucson, that's Forsyth. czikubi dodges the photo trigger, and now it's just about time to be listening to some music, actually. Now it's time to relax and jam out. Now here comes PeenTrain about ready to hit the jams. Now it's time to take the bus. Now, it is possible to go back into the Runway 5 dressing room and ask for an encore, but that loses a minute on the run. Hey, sidewalk, get out of my way! It's time for Threed. Now to the graveyard. You don't have to talk to the zombies, they just have to see you. And there's a reason you don't go into someone else's hotel room at night, especially as strangers. Right. And now we're about to be starting winter shortly on czikubi's side. Peen has to run from the zombie processor. Can't even get into the graveyard with that thing chasing you. Yeah, to be fair, she seemed like a nicely decent lady, but then she did a heel turn on us. That's just a scary thought. Ugh. So first we get the key to the locker, which, well, it's a key that's a little bent, and because of that, it don't work. This is why you take good care of your keys. Now PeenTrain's starting her run in Winters as czikubi is hitting the lockers. There's also a broken air gun in one of the lockers, but it does absolutely nothing for the run, so it's better off avoided. And even if you do get it, the only place you're going to be able to get rid of it is Escargo Express, so yeah, not that helpful. And we pick up the Bubble Monkey. And czikubi gets away from the wild dogs. Yeah, Bubble Monkey see, Bubble Monkey do what it wants. Getting the stew, required to advance the plot. Nice dodge of the photo trigger. Which, if Jeff is just taking this picture by himself, honestly, it honestly looks like a prison photo. Got the test emotes in the chat. Now is the time to drop them in. Yeah, basically. And here comes the encore. czikubi tried, but did not get the proto skip. Oh, this is lovely. It called for help. I see. czikubi was waiting for the runaway. Trying to set up the duck skip here. Looks good. And it looks like he's got it. Picking up the backup croissant. Oh, I thought he had it! But Bubble Monkey meandered when Bubble Monkey needed to get moving. Hunter, honestly, that's pretty hard to fathom because years ago that would have been fastest time in the tournament. This year, nah. That just goes to show how much better runners are getting in the community. Peen goes down to the first proto, but the respawn point is on the other side of Tessie, so nothing too bad in terms of a time loss. And chat pointing out that these two runners are both in the top 3 on the Boogey percent leaderboard. Oh, this is tough sledding for PeenTrain, also getting the called for help, having to run. And yeah, chat's right, this tournament really is stacked top to bottom. That's why I love it. Just need a good spawn to... Yep, that will do. Good enough to get by. PeenTrain gets some time back with a pro skip. And yes, we are all here for a good time. Whether we're having a good time with the race we're watching, a good time playing, a good time commentating, we're all here for a good time. PeenTrain having to employ stuttering throughout Pond Cave. I mean, to be fair, Hunter, at least the stutters work. Because mine are iffy at best, admittedly. Spawns are not behaving at the end of Pawn Cave. That's Earthbound for you. The Skyrunner into 3 on czikubi's side. PeenTrain now out of Pawn Cave. Loses Bubble Monkey, but that's okay. Jeff is almost at his goal. Yeah, I was hearing about that prior to the race, Hunter, so, czikubi's coming up on the final fight of this run, the Boogey Tent. Oh, there is a dog in his way. Skip Sandwich just past that nonsense altogether. Wow! 1-11? What the actual leap was that? That is the absolute worst scene in the history of this tournament. Because there was a runner that had a 112 last year. And a rockin' fail. Oh boy, this is turning all sorts of bad. I think right now czikubi needs a dazzling light to go after Boogey Tent. That's about the only thing that's gonna work. Because of the because of not only the tears, but the confusion. And freeze is not viable. Oh, wait a minute. Mysterious light. We got another rockin'. 50. Yeah, it's better than 0. Yeah, Earthbound has really decided to Earthbound us because while all of this is going on, here comes PeenTrain into 3 with Jeff. Hold on to your butts. No, Jeff did not miss. The big bottle rocket roll was a 111. Wait a minute. Czikubi's got enough for a rockin'. 100! What in the actual expletive is this fight? Oh, misfire on freeze, but it hits the teddy bear. That hits Jeff. I guess that's good news for the level up side, because here comes PeenTrain. How's this roll go? What's her roll gonna be? 55! Are you kidding me? Earthbound just absolutely RNG'd czikubi to hell and back, and PeenTrain is going to steal this one, and no one will ever know. Unbelievable! I have seen RNG do a lot of wild stuff. That is the hardest hit of RNG to the negative I've seen one runner get, and the game gave it to the other one. And a smash for 1. You cannot make this up. The time for PeenTrain. I gotta get this. 1 hour, 7 minutes, 17 seconds for PeenTrain. And now it's just bash and pray for czikubi. And a Nest Bash finally takes Boogey Tent down. That is literally the meanest RNG I have ever seen a runner take in any game. And I have seen Dragon Warrior 1 Randomizer pull some really mean crap. czikubi's time, GG to both runners, is 108 flat. Unbe-freaking-lievable. And I apologize for the ad break of very poor timing. I do believe they got to keep the lights on here, so that is out of my hands, but I'm sure they got a hell of a reaction for the YouTube VOD out of me, so it's all good. It's all good. We got about, what, 20 minutes for the next race? I think we all need a break. I hear you, Slug. You can only snooze so many times. Peen? Peen, you have got to watch this back. Holy crap. This was truly unbelievable. I think we all need a drink after that. Now I'm gonna step away. GG to both runners. Follow them both. They both do a lot of good stuff. Both very talented speedrunners. And not just Earthbounders, I might add. For our restreamer, Tax Slug, I'm Leslie Pro. Y'all have a good night. Stay kind, stay safe, and if you're in the path of that hurricane, please do what you gotta do, and GTFO.